Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends. And first of all, happy great Easter. He is risen, our Lord, our Savior. He is alive. He is in heaven. He is the King of Kings. Today we will show you how Muslims try and how Islam try to defeat the victory of Christ over death, and why it's important for them to make you believe that Jesus did not die. But before we start, we will share some of the Arab Christians' celebration, which they do it in public from time to time in the Middle East, celebrating such a great occasion, which is the victory of Christ over death.
هذا هو اليوم الذي صنعه الرب فلنفرح ولنتهلل به. المسيح قام من بين الأموات ووطئ الموت بالموت ووهب الحياة للذين في القبور. المسيح قام من بين الأموات ووطئ الموت بالموت ووهب الحياة للذين في القبور. المسيح قام من بين الأموات ووطئ الموت بالموت ووهب الحياة للذين في القبور. Χριστός ανέστη επνεκρόν θανάτων βατήσας και της εν τη μνήμας η ζωή ευχαρισάμενος. المسيح قام من بين الأموات ووطئ الموت بالموت ووهب الحياة للذين في القبور. المسيح قام من بين الأموات ووطئ الموت بالموت ووهب الحياة للذين في القبور. المسيح قام.
Amen to that. Yes, he is risen. Christ is Lord, and Christ will defeat all the evil ones. There's a very simple question we need to ask ourselves. What is the benefit of denying that Jesus was crucified when the Muslims, they say that they are a prophet who is not a prophet at all? He said to them that Christ was not killed. What is exactly he's trying to do? I mean, what that would do, what that would change? Why Muhammad opposing this idea? Actually, if you think about it, the foolish Muhammad, he was adopting an idea of some people, they said, and those from the Christians, because Jesus is the Son of God and he is God. So obviously, he was, okay, they capture, but the God, nobody can torture, you know. So they said to themselves, well, you know, maybe someone looked like him, maybe, you know. So Muhammad, he adopted the idea of some of those people who they worship Jesus. They are not saying Jesus is not God, but they said because he is amazing great and he is the Son of God, then maybe, you know, like the flesh only, but the God himself is not there, the flesh, not someone look like him. So even those, they believe that Jesus was on the cross, but it was only a flesh. So Muhammad, when he adopted that idea, and we will see some Muslim sheikhs teaching Muslims about it, you will see how stupid even this idea is. Because that idea is even supporting Jesus more to be God, not the opposite. Not the opposite.
He died on the cross as a redemption for our sins. We Muslims say it is an injustice for us sitting here in Cape Town, in this masjid, to say there is a lot of adultery, a lot of armed robbery, a lot of sin. So in order for us to absolve ourselves from all this, let's pick the most pious from amongst us and crucify him in that corner, and inshallah that will mean all our sins are expiated.
See, here you see a format of the devil trying to change what we believe. This is what we believe. We don't believe that's because Jesus was good, so we are going to capture him and we are going to crucify him, and that make us our sin goes. That will make our sin more ugly, actually. So this guy, he presents the stupidity of Islam, literally, because the Christianity actually teach the opposite, and we can prove it from the Bible. So in order to make you not to believe that Jesus, he did what he did to you, he come with an idea that, is it right that someone is righteous to be killed? You idiot, stupid. Who said it is right? Who said that it is us who killed him? Like somebody said to you that the Christian took Jesus, put him in the cross, say, hey Jesus, we have to kill you so we can be have redemption. That is the most stupid thing ever. We never believe in this. You are a certified donkey speaking to a certified donkey prophet. And actually the word donkey doesn't fit. So they manipulate our faith. They change our belief. And they speak about us as if it is us saying that. All of us, we knew. If you go as an example to the book of Genesis, that God, when he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, Lot, he said, what if there is 50 decent people in the city? God, you will destroy it? God, he will say no. If there's 50 only righteous people. What about 40? No. What about 20? What about 10? If there is only 10 people, God will not destroy 10 righteous people. So here you see that this is absolutely far away from our belief. God do not punish the righteous one for redemption. That's not true. And let me open the verses. We can go to Genesis 18. And you can read the whole chapter and you will see. You will see here where it says, what about there is, Lord, what about if there is 50 righteous people? I mean, the whole city is extremely corrupted. But what if there is 50 people, 50 righteous people? Are you going to destroy the city, Lord? The Lord, he says no. If there is 50 righteous, I will spare all the place for their sake. Do you see it? And this is the story of Abraham. You know, here. Abraham and, you know, like, when the Muslims, they say to you things, and you wonder where they are getting this. I mean, their idea about Christianity. This is what we really believe? That we have to kill Jesus so we can be redeemed? Is that what really Christianity teach? So Abraham said, behold, I have taken upon my speak unto the Lord, which I am but dust, ashes. Peradventure shall lack 5 of the 50 righteous. Would thou destroy all the city for the lack of 5? 5, there's 5 only in the city. The Lord, he says, I will not destroy it. For the sake of what? For the sake of 5. So when, you know, when they speak about our belief, they try to deceive you, assuming that you are an idiot who do not know what Christianity is about. Even maybe you are born as a Christian, but you do not know what Christianity is. Even the stupid Quran say that the one who crucified Jesus is not the Christians. The Quran says it clearly. The Jews, they said. The Jews. I mean, do the Muslims read their own book? Isn't it the Quran says, the Jews, they say? The Jews. Who are they who said we killed him? The Jews. All this verse here is in front of us is speaking about the Jews killing prophets. If you ask the Sheikh here, this verse speaking about who? We can open the interpretation. He will say to you, this is the Jews. Okay, what the Jews they said? They said we killed the Messiah. So it's not the Christians saying we killed the Messiah. So it's not the Christian says we killed the Messiah so we can be redeemed. So why you are lying and saying things we don't believe in? Lying is Islam, and Islam is lying. However, the Quran itself is proving to us that the Messiah was crucified. The same verse denying his crucifixion is the same verse proving his crucifixion for Muslims. How we can do that? I don't know if what the rest of the video will say, but let us see here. The rest of the comedy.
That is injustice. The gravest injustice is to punish a person who did not commit the sin.
Did he say it's the greatest injustice to punish a person who did not commit a sin? Did he say that? Okay. If we ask the Muslim, this idiot, do we Christian believe that Jesus was punished for a sin? Do we really believe in that? Or we believe that Jesus was killed because he said he is God in earth? Why the Jews don't want to kill him? Give us a reason. What the crime Jesus committed? Did he rape? Did he kill? Did he steal? Did he? No. Neither the Jews, neither the Muslim dare to say he did. Okay, so what was the accusation of Jesus which took him to go to court and to be crucified? Why the rabbi want him to be killed? For he claimed to be the Son of God. He claimed to be God on earth. So here when a Muslim he speak about, is it fair to punish somebody who did not commit sin? And hold on. Just to show you the stupidity and the hypocrisy of this cult. We just heard this guy saying, is it fair to punish someone who did not commit a sin? I want to hear it again, just to show you that as long he is saying it's not fair, then we have some news for him. Your prophet, make it fair. Listen carefully.
Justice is to punish a person who did not commit the sin. The gravest injustice is to punish a person who did not commit the sin. So as Muslims, that is injustice. The gravest injustice is to punish a person who did not commit the sin.
Did you hear it? Guys, did you hear it? How many times I need to repeat it? The greatest injustice is to punish a person who did not commit a sin. So what your prophet, he said, you idiot. Read carefully. The greatest injustice is to punish a person who did not commit a sin. Muhammad, he said. Muhammad said, not me, that the day of resurrection will come, and the Muslims will come in that day, and they have sin like mountains in the top of them. Do you see it? How much sin they have? The Muslim, they have sin as high as mountains. And Allah would forgive them, and he would place their seed instead, the Jews and the Christians. Do you see it? So this donkey, he just said, the greatest unjust is to put someone instead of someone to be punished. But this is what you Muslims believe, not us. This is what Muhammad believed, not us. And now, as long he said, this is the greatest injustice, well, that's you prove to me that Allah is the devil. And you just admitted that Allah is the greatest in unjust. But, you know, those people, they speak to, you know, people who do not know. There's nobody there even to discuss with them. Okay, okay, hold on. You said is the greatest injustice is to punish somebody who did not commit sin. And for us, we agree. We agree. It's unjust to punish somebody who did not commit sin. Who said that killing Jesus was just? We don't. Who said that killing Jesus was right? We don't. What we say for the idiot ones, that Jesus, because he loves us, he knew what they would do. Jesus, a night before, he told his disciples what would happen. He told them even who would deny him. But because he loves us, still he is willing to give his life. So, and Jesus said, nobody can take my life from me, which means if he won't. But I lay down my life. He knew what would happen. I'm not going to run away from it. Let them do it. And yet I will show you by my death, who am I? So the death of Christ actually was another reason for us to believe in Jesus as God, because Jesus did not go to the grave and he was like the rest who go to the grave, he can never come back. Jesus, he came from the grave and thousands of people witnessed him. So the crucifixion of Jesus and the resurrection of Jesus confirm who is Jesus. Do you understand, Christians? The crucifixion of Jesus was important to show us how much Jesus, he loves us. For God, he loved the world. He sent his only begotten son. He loved the world. He loved the black. He loved the Asian. He loved the white. He loved all colors or ethnic. We are his children. But talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. I can say to you, oh, if somebody come to kill you, I would defend you with my life. When the enemy come, I will be the first one to run. And this is what happened with Muhammad actually. Muhammad, he sent people to die for him, but the coward, he hid between the legs of Khadija and the legs of Aisha. And actually, a story says that Muhammad, he asked his cousin, the small, tiny, little child, Ali, to sleep in his bed so he can run away. And the Muslim, they confirm the story. He asked a child to sleep in his bed so they would go in, according to the story, and they would put their sword in the blanket and kill the child so Muhammad can run away. Muhammad, obviously, is a coward. And if you read actually the Bible carefully, you will see that Jesus, he is not in love with the idea of being crucified. He said to the Father, let your will be done. He was sent to save the world. And this is going to be part of your mission. The Lord, he knew what will happen, but it's not him who made them do it. If the Lord, he knew, I'm going to kill a woman tomorrow, or rape a woman, or kill a man, or steal, okay, he knew. He knew I would do it. God, he gave us a free will. So God, knowing what the Jews want to do, and the Roman will do to Jesus, does not change the fact that Jesus was not punished for a sin. And it's not us who punished him. But as we see in front of us, Islam is the religion who believe in unjust. And we heard this fake sheikh that the greatest unjust action is to punish somebody instead of somebody. And we heard it from his mouth. Any Muslim have a comment?
Justice, the gravest injustice is to punish a person who did not commit the sin. So,
see? The greatest injustice is to punish a person who did not commit a sin. But his prophet saying that Allah will put the sin of the Muslims on us is okay. You see the hypocrisy of this cult? How this is a great and just, and you do it yourself. The messenger said, what the messenger said? On the day of resurrection, Allah will deliver aid to every Muslim. A Jew or a Christian, and say, this is a ransom from hellfire. Do you hear it? So the Muslim, he commits sin, he don't go to hell, we go to hell. Do you see the stupidity and the hypocrisy? Do you see it? This is how we get them busted. And then the same here it says, the messenger of Allah said, there would come people among the Muslims on the day of resurrection with sin as heavy as mountains, and Allah will forgive them. And the continue of this hadith is here, the full version of it, where he said, the Muslims in the day of resurrection will come with a heavy sin as mountain, and Allah would forgive them, and he would place it on the place instead of them the Jews and the Christians. You see how much this religion hate us? Do you see how much this cult is filthy? Imagine if I make a book saying that in the day of resurrection, God, he will forgive us and he will send Muslims to hell instead of us. How much hate is that? You see, he's not saying because the Christian commits sin, they will go to hell. No, 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 no. The Muslims is the one who commits sin. Their sin is like mountains. And additional to that, don't the Muslims believe in destiny? Muslims, don't you believe in destiny? You see, I make my videos, and my videos go long because I'm hoping people will learn and take notes, educate themselves. So if ever one day you want to make an article, you want to post an article, you know, I encourage you actually to make articles under different name. I mean, the internet is wide open for you. I mean, maybe, you know, you are scared to use your voice, you know, you aren't brave enough to do it, but you can post articles with different name. Study, take notes. Islam is very stupid. Islam is very easy to defeat. This is why they don't even dare to call me. They don't even dare to say hello. All Muslims can refute me as long as I'm not there. Now, as long as the Muslims believe in destiny, as long as the Muslims believe in destiny, based on that, it was destiny for Muslims to commit sin, and it was destiny for Christians to pay for the sin of the Muslims. You know what I'm saying? Islam is extremely stupid religion. Because when a Muslim, he commits sin, it is not even his choice, Allah, he forced him. Okay, if we ask Muslims what is sin, like what? Who is a Muslim in the chat? We don't have too many people because tonight is Saturday and many people are out with their family and many are asleep. Who is a Muslim can tell me what is sin in Islam? I cannot keep my videos because Muslims, YouTube, love my videos. So if you care really for my videos, subscribe to other channels who load them or download my videos. You are not able to watch them because you are being lazy. Always, you can search for the title was there. You will find it in different channels. Subscribe to them or take that video, download it. Who's holding you? If we ask Muslims, and any Muslim is welcome to call me if you wish. If somebody commit adultery, as an example, is that a choice for him to commit adultery or Allah force him? Any Muslim can tell me? Or if somebody kills somebody, is that a choice he did? Anyone? Nobody, Mustafa, Tastafa, who care? All of them are the same. Anyone, any Muslim can answer me? If a Muslim, he commit adultery, is it his choice to commit adultery or Allah force him to commit adultery? Any Muslim can tell us? It's destiny. Okay, if the Jews, they killed Jesus, or the Jews tried to kill Jesus according to Muslims, is it the Jews being bad then, or Allah, he forced them to do so? Do you see how stupid this religion is? Do you see what I'm saying? Adam commits sin, and we show you the story many times, right? Adam, he committed sin. Did Adam choose to do sin, or Allah forced him? Or Allah forced him. So when the Quran speaks about the Jews are bad or the Christians are bad, this is destiny. Because the good, because he's good because it's a destiny, and the bad, he is bad because it's a destiny. Do you see the stupidity of this cult? Actually, memorizing those few hadith here is enough to destroy all the garbage of Muhammad, if you study them carefully. Because according to Islam, Adam is a good guy. He did not commit sin. Allah forced him to commit sin. Eve, she was part of this destiny. Shaitan himself is destiny. Shaitan himself is a destiny. The story in front of us that Moses says to Adam, and then we do not know how they met, but don't ask Muhammad. This guy, he is illusional. He blamed Adam for the sin he did, and because of you, Adam, we are out of heaven. So Adam, he said to him, you idiot Moses, are you blaming me for an action which Allah, he written in my fate 40 years before my creation? Do you see it? And this is Bukhari. They cannot say this is weak. They cannot say this is not true. They can't say this is fabricated. This is more important than the Quran. Are you blaming? Do you blame me for an action which Allah had written in my fate 40 years before my creation? Do you blame me? Do you see it? This is the certified idiot Muhammad. They call him prophet. I mean, this is a belief of a kids, because based on this, I am now, right now, opening the program, speaking about Muhammad, calling him an idiot because Allah, he wrote for me what I will say. Based on this, Allah, he wrote in his book that there's a guy, I'm going to create a guy, his name is a Christian prince. He don't look good at all. And he is, whatever, you know, I curse him. And I will make him, short and, look like a balloon. Okay. And then this guy, I will make him go in the internet, make an account, okay? And this account, he will quote the Christian prince. Another account, he will quote Arabic. All of this is written in the book of Allah. And then he will go in the internet and he will say, Muhammad is an idiot. What a stupid religion. Can you believe it? Based on this, I am here, exist, talking what I am saying. This is what Allah is saying, not me. Allah, he wrote, he will say this, he will do that. Destiny. All right? If one of you, and I wonder where is the Muslims, and guys, why you don't share a link? I mean, we have only 500, 600 people. I know it's not a good time, you know, we choose, but I said it's good to speak about this topic in such a night. When I say stupidity is amazing, I mean it. So, if Adam, he did not commit really sin, it was the sin of Allah. So who is the bad here? Allah or Adam? If you remember, once I was a Muslim, he called me, and I said to him, why Allah he did this? He says, Allah, he wanted to be known. So he chose Adam, so he will commit sin, and then Adam will ask Allah to forgive him. Like, what the heck? First of all, Allah wanted to be known for one guy. There's a guy, his name is Adam. He wanted to be known. He just created him and he spoke to him already. Isn't you Muslim, you believe that Adam, he sneezed, Allah said to him, Allah bless you, when he was creating him? Allah wanted to be known. So he made Adam commit sin, and then Adam will ask Allah for forgiveness. What a lonely God. If something bad happened to a Muslim, I want, if there's any Muslim can help us. If something happened to a Muslim, something bad, forget about the good things. Who is the one who make it happen? Let us say you go in the street, somebody, an idiot, you know, he look at you, he's angry from something, or he like to kill. He shot you. Is it true that this is a destiny and Allah, he made it happen? Do we have any Muslim? You want to answer that? Is it true that Allah make it happen? No Muslims? Let us sponsor what we say by some funny Muhammadan explaining what Islam believe. Okay. Let us see. Commercial.
نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات.
Okay, go to the topic.
Brothers and sisters, we have been created in this world not so that we can achieve whatever we want and we desire in this world, but so that we follow the plan of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a
Hey, chicken and roosters, we are not here to practice a free will. Okay? It's not up to you. Allah have a plan for you. This is why we are created.
way that when we arrive in paradise, we will then be able to achieve whatever we desire.
Brothers and sisters, when we arrive to paradise, we achieve what we want. Okay, what is that? You will have a long penis. This is the achievement of a human being. Women with big boobs and endless penis. And now we achieve what we want. And house built, one a brick made of gold, one brick made of silver.
So anyone who follows his or her whims and fancies in this world shall perhaps be prohibited from achieving what they desire in paradise.
Look at the stupidity. What do you mean they follow their own? This is the same guy who explained destiny in different video. hold on.
Say, well, if Allah's written all of this, then why did He bring me onto the earth? Well, hang on, you don't know. Their heads, and they say, well, if Allah's written all of this, then why did He bring me onto the earth? Well, hang on, you don't know your results of your examination, so you have to come onto earth. The fact that Allah knows it and the fact that Allah has written it does not make you a person who should now give up, because if that was the case, then obviously you would be the fool. A man came at the time of Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu. According to one of the narrations, he needed to be punished because he stole. So he comes to Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu and he uses the same line. He says, "Oh Umar, oh Amirul Mu'mineen, how can you punish me for having stolen when it was predestined? My deeds were already written by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala." Now that's quite a good argument if you were to look at it.
This is a good argument, by the way. If you want to look at it, very good argument. You admit, okay, why you want to punish me for a theft I did if this is my destiny? What's wrong with you? Now the caliphate, he had to find a reason to punish him. I mean, come on, we cannot live with it. So the caliphate will come with a genius answer. Tell us what the caliphate did.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how can you punish me for having stolen when it was predestined? My deeds were already written by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now that's quite a good argument if you were to look at it.
Yeah.
Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu was one ahead of this man. He says, well, let's punish this man because it was predestined that we were going to punish him as well.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Look at the solution. Did you hear it? The guy is saying to him, okay, you idiot. If Allah is the one who made me a thief, this is a predestiny. Why you are punishing me for what Allah He made me? The caliphate, he scratched his ass. You get a point here. Okay. Okay, you know what? I think it's a destiny to punish you. Oh, now I know why the Chinese, they say he left as a donkey, never came back as a horse. That's deep. That's stupid. That's stupid deep.
Start scratching their heads and they say, well, if Allah's written all of this, then why did He bring me onto the earth? Well, hang on, you don't know your results of your examination, so you have to come onto earth. The fact that Allah knows it and the fact that Allah has written it does not make you a person who should now give up, because if
what give up, you idiot? If you wrote it, if you wrote it already, if it's a destiny, give up what? What do you mean give up? Can you fix it? And he just gave us a great example about how Muslims, they understand this destiny. That if a thief, he came to the caliphate, he said, why you are going to punish me for a sin it destined for me to do?
If that was the case, then obviously you would be the fool.
Really?
A man came at the time of Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu. According to one of the narrations, he needed to be punished because he stole. So he comes to Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu and he uses the same line. He says, "Oh Umar, oh Amirul Mu'mineen, how can you punish me for having stolen when it was predestined? My deeds were already written by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala." Now that's quite a good argument if you were to look at it. Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu was one ahead of this man. He says, well, let's punish this man because it was predestined that we were going to punish him as well.
Takbir, that's a genius. Look how smart the caliphate. Look how genius this caliphate. Amazing. Amazing. The most stupid cult ever. And the same question this man he asked can go for everything: adultery, theft, killing. This is Muhammad explaining the destiny, that even when you commit adultery, it is not a choice you do. It is Allah's destiny for you. You have to commit that sin of necessity, not of a choice. Verily Allah has the fixed very portion of adultery which a man will indulge in, and which he of necessity must commit. Necessity. It's a must. How stupid we know, I mean, the human being can, how far can be stupid? How far we can go in stupidity? So now we are going to punish a woman for committing adultery, and then Allah is the one who destined for her to have sex with the man he is not her husband. A man, he is going to be punished for adultery, but it's Allah who destined for him to commit sin, even though Allah is the one who destined that. A Muslim, he's saying, Labbaika ya Rasulullah. What Labbaika? This is the same statement that the pagan they used to say to Hubal, Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik. And refute you about what, my friend? Labbaika Rasulullah. You want me to refute you about what? Give me the question. About what? I'm waiting. Do you want to call me Labbaika ya Rasulullah, or you are Labbaika in text only? You are brave only in text. Are you there? I'm assuming that you are brave only in text, and I'm waiting for your question to refute you. Can you refute me? Refute your God, the stupidity. Look at this. A person he commit adultery, why you punish him? A person who commit theft, why you punish him if this is a predestiny? What the answer of the caliphate? Well, let us punish him because it's a predestiny to punish him too. So that's mean both of you are an idiot. I commented in your last video, the comment is there. Well, you can comment again, my friend, so we can show it on the screen. Can't you? Post your comment here, so we can take selfie of it and we make you famous. Feel free. Ah, here we go, I see it. Oh, okay, here we go, I see it. Guys, look at this stupidity again. Labbaika ya Rasulullah. Prince, why don't you talk about your book for once? We talk about my book. Here we go, I'm talking about my book. How about that? Huh? Why does your Jesus say no one ever has gone into heaven except the one who came from heaven, the Son of Man? Huh? Okay, well, you know, Jesus is speaking about that the one who went to heaven and the one who is coming from heaven. There's no one is coming from heaven except him. This is why Jesus says, I am from above and you are from below. No one like me. So no one went to heaven, but the Bible confirms, even when Jesus, when he resurrected from the tomb, like as we speak today about this occasion, it says that thousands of saints resurrected with him. So we knew, and the Messiah spoke about it, and the Bible spoke about it, and the story of Elijah. So when Jesus speaks about himself, like nobody like him, because he is from above, you are from below. I am the only one who is called Son of Man, which means in the flesh of a man. But yet I am from above, and you are from below. And the Muslims, they say, where Jesus says, I am God. Elijah is not from above. He is from below. He went to heaven, but he is still from below. And he said unto them, you are from beneath, I am from above. You are of this world, I am not of this world. Do you see it, Abdul? So when we speak, and by the way, what does this comment have to do with my previous video? We're talking about the Quran preservation. Again, stupidity is amazing. They try to change topic. But this is a great example of how we can prove that Jesus does not belong to this world. You know, if Jesus is a human being like us, like everybody, okay, explain to me this sentence. Go ahead. No one ascended to heaven, but yet he came from heaven, except me. You are taking the part, you are taking one part away from the sentence. You're a potato. No one ascended from heaven, but the one who came from heaven. Talking about who? No one is like me. He went to heaven, but yet he is coming from heaven. I am the only one. For those who went to heaven, they don't belong to heaven. I am the only one who belongs to heaven. I am from above, you are from below. So all those who, even the person who Christ, he promised him in the cross, today you will be with me in heaven. Who is the Messiah to say so? Do he have the authority? Obviously he is God, because a prophet, he cannot promise you to be in heaven, for this is a decision God he make. So nobody else, no one. He was in heaven and he go back to heaven except me. For the rest, they are from below. I am from above. And this is a great verse proving that Jesus saying it clearly. This is one of hundreds. Jesus making it clear that he is God in earth. And I challenge any Muslim to tell me how we can solve this verse. That Jesus saying, I am not from this world. Where he's from? Any Muslim can tell me? You keep lying to the Muslims. Brother Sister, I tried the Christian to tell me one verse in the Quran. It said that Jesus said, I'm God with me. But isn't it Jesus who said, me and the Father is one? The one who saw me, he saw the Father. Imagine I say, me and God is one. I mean, what more? And they say to you, well, Jesus says, I'm God, worship me. Now, Mr. Labbaika Ya Rasulullah trying to change the topic, but he wasn't successful really, because here again proved to us that Jesus who came down to earth, he went back to heaven. And if we ask the Muslims, where is Jesus right now? What they will say? They will say Jesus is in heaven. Where? He is in heaven. Is he? Why? Where is Muhammad right now, Muslims? He is in the grave. Is he? Yes, brother.
Think that the Almighty would punish someone on another person's behalf. It's blasphemy.
Yeah, this is, he said what? He said what? What he said? Listen carefully what he said. He's insulting Allah.
Punish someone on another person's behalf. It's blasphemous.
Blasphemous. Did you hear it? He said this is a blasphemous. Blasphemous. I like this word. It's a blasphemous. It's a blasphemous. I cannot believe that this idiot, he just said that Allah is the devil. Do you see it? The hadith in front of you saying that in the day of resurrection, Allah will take the sin of the Muslims, which is like mountains, and he will place it over the Christians and the Jews. It's a blasphemous. Allah the blasphemous. You know, like every day when you come here and you will learn more, like we have more names for Allah. Allah the yo-yo. You know why he's yo-yo, you remember? Allah, he come down every third part of the night. Like boing, 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 yo-yo. I mean, have you ever heard of a God? He come down every third part of the night to the lowest heaven so he can hear the prayer. This is God. Now we just learned from Mufti Mink that Allah is a blasphemous. Blasphemous. For he do exactly what he called blasphemous, unjust and blasphemous. He is going to punish someone for the sin of someone. It's in the front of your eyes. Do you see it? Any Muslim want to call us to tell us about the crucifixion of Jesus? If there's any Muslim would like to call us live on air to tell us about the crucifixion of Jesus. And don't worry, if you call me and you lose, it's a destiny. Correct, guys? If you call me and I made you shish kebab, it's a destiny. If you win, it's a destiny. So, you know, don't worry about it. It's going to happen anyway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why you are worrying? What are you worried about?
Written all of this, then why did he bring me onto the earth? Well, hang on, you don't know. Scratching their heads and they say, well, if Allah's written all of this, then why did he bring me onto the earth? Well, hang on, you don't know your results of your examination, so you have to come onto earth. The fact that Allah knows it and the fact that Allah has written it does not make you a person who should now give up, because if that was the case, then obviously you would be the fool. A man came at the time of Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu. According to one of the narrations, he needed to be punished because he stole. So he comes to Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu and he uses the same line. He says, "Oh Umar, oh Amirul Mu'mineen, how can you punish me for having stolen when it was predestined? My deeds were already written by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala." Now that's quite a good argument if you were to look at it.
What? That's quite a good argument if you want to look at it. Did you see what? Did you hear it, Muslims? This is a quite good argument. What a stupid cult. The thief is saying to the caliphate, if it's my destiny to steal, why I am being punished for a destiny written for me before Allah created me? Any Muslim? If it is my destiny to steal. So if it was destiny to the Jews to go after Jesus, why the Jews are bad according to Islam? It's a destiny. If somebody rape a woman, why you want to punish him? If you are the one who made him do it, it's a destiny. If somebody kills somebody, why you want to punish him for killing? I mean, so look, you are forced to commit sin, and the punishment too is a destiny. Can you believe this garbage? So this guy is asking, okay, hold on. Yes, I commit sin, I stole, but this is my destiny. Why you want to punish me for a destiny?
He needed to be punished because he stole.
He needed to be punished because he stole? But it's a destiny.
Not make you a person who should now give up, because if that was the case, then obviously you would be the fool. A man came at the time of Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu. According to one of the narrations, he needed to be punished because he stole. So he comes to Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu and he uses the same line. He says, "Oh Umar, oh Amirul Mu'mineen, how can you punish me for having stolen when it was predestined? My deeds were already written by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala." Now that's quite a good argument if you were to look at it.
I mean, I don't know if this guy, he knew what he's saying exactly, how dangerous what he just said. It's a pretty good argument if you want to look at it. You see, he did not say this is a false argument. He said this is a pretty good argument. It's a very good argument. Because it's true. It's true. You have a caller? Okay, let me open my Paltalk. All right. Be sure you are using your computer, because sometimes Paltalk doesn't work with the phone correctly. All right, we are logging in Paltalk, and we will have it ready soon. All right, we are in Paltalk. What is the name of the person wanna call me? I don't see. I have a message from a Muslim lady. Oh, she is very nice. Okay, I'm not going to share her name, but I'm showing her message. Very positive. Let us see how we can show it without showing the name. Hold on. All right, she is saying here, I don't know what ASC mean. Christian Prince, I am a Muslim sister, and I would like to say I have become addicted to watching your videos, and I love your logic thinking. I have been trying to find a contact, way to contact you, hoping that this is your actual Paltalk ACC. I'm not sure. What does that mean again? Missed your live stream. Here we go. Muslim ladies, they are welcome, sister. Did you see it? This is a Muslim lady. She missed my live broadcast. Who is a Muslim who missed my live broadcast? Masoon, done, and block my Paltalk. Masoon, don't make a drama. If you have a Paltalk and I block you for a reason, obviously you're stupid, because I block only stupid people. But I give you advice, a secret, don't tell it to anyone. You can make a new name in 2 seconds. Stupid. Stop flooding the text. Make a new name, call yourself Sisu, and text me, and I will call you. Let's see how good you are. Like he's a hero. Unblock me, unblock me. Who are you? We block only kids who flooded me. Why does your apostate creed say Jesus descended to hell? What is that? What you believe? Well, you know, hell is death. There's two hell or two death, we Christian believe. So when somebody go in the grave, this is hell. So Jesus in the grave, but still Jesus. This is like, you know, a metaphorical hell. It's not really hell. So when somebody says stupid things, I don't know. I mean, before you ask question, I mean, why you don't read the chapter? Read it. Search in Google, what does verse mean? In 2 seconds you will find. But you are being a childless. However, as long as you mention hell, the Quran says, وَمَا مِنْكُمُ إِلَّا وَرَدُهَا. Not even a single one of you, but who will go to hell. وَمَا مِنْكُمُ إِلَّا وَرِدُهَا. Even Muhammad. No exception. وَمَا مِنْكُمُ إِلَّا وَرِدُهَا. Chapter 19, verse number 17. The Muslim, they are saying to you in translation, pass over it. That's a false translation. Change the translator, you will see the whole translation change. Not one of you, but shall enter it. As simple as that. Enter what? Hell. Hell what? Hellfire. If you go to the interpretation, I can show it to you. This is 1917, just to show you how they lie in the translation. All right, let us go to the English. Happy Easter, my friend. Yes, he is risen. Okay, This is your Quran, and this is your interpretation, and this is your website, and I have nothing to do with it. Don't cry. Every single one of you Muslims will go to hell. Let us go. Hold on. Do you have an answer for this? We as a Christian, we believe that the Messiah, he defeated death by death. Not even one of you, this is what the Arabic is saying, there's not one of you but shall come to that, but shall enter hell. Do you see it? Do you see it, Abdul? I'm waiting for your answer. This is your Quran. So the Messiah, he overcome hell, he overcome death by going into death. All right? But yet in your religion you are going to go to hell guaranteed. And actually even Muhammad, he said, I mean, Islam is a joke in every way, in every mean. Look at this. We are showing you here the destiny, but let us show you more. How a Muslim will go to heaven? Muhammad, he said to you, if you say Alhamdulillah 100 times, okay. If you do good deed, okay. If you pray 5 times, okay. If you do Hajj, okay. If you fast Ashura, okay. Read with me carefully. And let me show you how the Muslim, they lie in the translation. He said, none of you will be rescued by his work. Do you see it? None of you will be rescued by his work. Muslims, how you will be saved? Your work is to convert to Islam. He's saying no, that will not be enough. Okay, you pray to Allah 5 times. He said no, that will not do anything. You pay money. Show correct translation. I did. I just showed you correct translation. Are you blind? Here we go. And this is Tafsir al-Jalalain. Show me correct translation. And for me, I don't. And I thought your name is Labbaika ya Rasulullah. So you know Arabic. It says وَإِن مِنْكُمُ إِلَّا وَرِدُهَا. So your name in Arabic, but you are a donkey. You don't know Arabic. I mean, this is one of the stupid things in this religion. They pray to God in a language they don't understand. How your name is in Arabic and you don't know what it's saying? Why you are asking me for a translation? Don't you know what it says in Arabic? And this is your tafsir, and this is your Islamic website. Are you going to say to me I'm lying now? Not even single one of you, but he shall enter hell, guaranteed. So look at this. Even Muhammad himself, he will not enter heaven because he's a prophet, or because he was a good guy, or because he became a Muslim, or because he believed in Allah. No. It's just Allah. If he cover him with the mercy, he will go to heaven. That is Jesus, my friend. We will be saved by the grace of Jesus, the grace of the Lord. Because our sin is way more than our righteousness. And the Bible says that the righteousness of a man is the same as a filthy, dirty rag. Right? I say to you, no, this is, you cannot say that to me, my friend. You cannot say it to me, because I do not need to pray in the language of anyone according to the Bible. Actually, just to show you how stupid what you just said, this is additional proof that Islam is false religion. Your religion believe that Jesus, he sent his disciples, and we can show you reference, to all nations. When the disciples, they ask Jesus, okay, how we are going to go? And I can show you Ibn Kathir, how we will go and speak to those people who don't speak their language. He said to them, go sleep And don't worry about it. They woke up in the morning, according to the Muslim side of the story, they found each one of them, he speak different language. So based on Christianity, we do not need to speak Hebrew to pray to God. God, he sent us his messengers in our languages, in any language. This is why for us, we have no problem with the Bible is translated, and we have no problem to pray to God in any language. But you cannot pray to your God except in Arabic. So you cannot say the same to me, idiot. And by the way, the story of speaking tongues proving that Islam is stupid, when the Muslim they adopt the story and they say, yeah, this is what happened to the disciple of Jesus. So how do you say Jesus was only for the Jews? If God, he made their tongues speak different languages, why do they want to speak different languages? And the Muslims agree that Jesus speak at least Hebrew, at least Greek, at least, and Aramaic. The Roman was occupying, he spoke to the Roman ruler. The Jews are Jews, they speak Hebrew, and he spoke to the Aramaic people. Even the prayer which we pray is in Aramaic. So our Lord is a multi-language Lord, for he comes for all nations. The question is, you, how come you want to pray to a God in a language you don't understand? Now stop trying to change my topic. We are talking about the crucifixion. But here you want to see that even the stupid Muhammad with his teaching, he contradicts himself. Once he say, if you say Alhamdulillah 100 times, you go to heaven, Allah forgive your sin. And then he says to you, all your work doesn't count. In some translation, they add the word alone, which does not exist. The Arabic in front of us. I change any Muslim to show me the word alone. لا ينجي أحد منكم عمله. Nothing of you, none of you, will be saved or rescued by his work. Let us see. We have a text, we want to be sure it's a Muslim, and then we will call. All right, we have a Muslim.
Mr. Prince?
Yes, my friend, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right. So what do you want to say to us about the crucifixion of Jesus? As you see, this is our topic for today.
The crucifixion of Jesus. Can you actually prove historically that it actually happened?
What?
Can you actually prove historically that it happened?
Can you prove historically it's happened?
Yes.
Are you under... I'm not making fun of you, but I want to be sure you are not under influence of drugs. What is the day today?
I'm not under influence of drugs. The day is Sunday. It's Sunday, the 4th of April, 2021.
Thank you very much. That is the date of Christ.
Yes, but I need to know the historicity of it. It's nice enough to say this day it happened and that day it happened.
So, you are saying to me, my computer running by it, your salary is by the date of Christ, the whole world running by Christ, the timing, the holy year, etc. Everything is coming by Christ, and now there is no history to prove it. Okay, let us go with you. Do you believe in the Quran?
I believe in the Quran, yes.
All right. What the Quran says about Jesus' crucifixion?
It doesn't say he was crucified.
No, it says that actually. Let us read together. Can you read for me chapter 4, verse 157?
Chapter 4, verse 157, okay. Right, 4157, okay. Surah An-Nisa?
Yeah.
Okay. And for boasting, we killed the Messiah, Jesus, son of Mary, the messenger of Allah. But they neither killed nor crucified him. They never killed nor crucified him. It was only made to appear so. even those who argue for this crucifixion are in doubt. They have no knowledge whatsoever. They're making assumptions. They certainly did not kill him.
Okay, what does that mean? Explain to me.
It's self-explanatory here. They neither killed nor crucified him.
But
it was only made to appear.
Okay, it says here, but it was made to appear to them. Explain that part to me.
It was made to appear so. So they what I believe is that Judas was actually killed in place of him.
Okay. Okay. So
yes.
when Allah He says it made appear to them, does that mean that Allah He made Judah look like Jesus?
He could have already looked like Jesus.
Huh?
He could have already looked like Jesus.
No. Does it? This I want you to believe. I don't tell me it could be maybe. I want the Muslim believe. The Muslim believe, as I know, and you can confirm or deny, that the Muslim believe that Allah He made someone look like Jesus and He put him in the cross. Is that correct?
He made someone look like Jesus and put him on the cross. Yes.
Okay. So you just asked me from the beginning, what is the proof that Jesus was on the cross? You just confirmed that because the one was on the cross, he looked exactly like Jesus.
Yes, but it doesn't mean he was Jesus.
Okay, but how we know it's okay? But now you have to prove to me that it's not Jesus. So let us see what it's having now. So Allah He made someone look like Jesus, but Jesus is not Jesus. But he looked like Jesus, and Jesus looked like Jesus. But it's not Jesus who looked like Jesus, who was crucified like Jesus, because Jesus who is real Jesus was not really the Jesus who looked like Jesus. So Jesus who looked like Jesus is the one who put in the cross instead of Jesus who looked like the fake Jesus, and the fake Jesus who looked like exactly like Jesus. And now we need to know who is Jesus was in the cross.
But does this verse actually say he was crucified?
Well, you just told me that. It's you who said to me, Allah He put someone look like him on the cross. It's you who said that to me. You said they put Allah He put someone look like him in the cross. So the Jews, they said, we killed the guy who looked like Jesus, and even they say his name is Jesus, the son of Mary. Wonderful, the Messiah. What do you want more? So the Jews confirm that the one they put in the cross, his name is the Messiah, and he is the son of Maryam. How far we need to go? And then you say to us, it was someone look like Jesus. Okay, so now what we confirm, hold on. What we confirm the following, that the Jews, they confirmed the identity of the person who put him in the cross. They call him by name, and they knew even who is his family. And they knew how he looked like. And now you confirm to me something else, saying that he looked exactly like Jesus, but this is not Jesus. Now it is your duty to prove that Jesus is not Jesus. Go ahead.
All right. So the Bible says the Jews actually killed him. The Quran says the Jews did not kill him.
No problem. But you see, but the Quran confirmed that the Jews and the Christian, they witness crucifixion of someone look exactly like Jesus. If you are a judge and I go to the court and you ask me, did you see this man killing this man? If I say yes, do you accept me or someone else, or let's say the one who defend himself, he says, oh, this is not me, he looked like me, he looked exactly like me, he have my voice, he have my eyes, he have my hair, he looked exact, even my mother could not recognize me. That is not me. So do you accept really that the witnesses, they will say, oh, we saw him? The judge, he will say, okay, we have to. Even the Quran says, if you bring two witnesses that the person, he did something, then that's it. It's enough. Correct? Two witnesses.
Right.
So we have the nation of the Jews, the whole 1,000 of the Jews, saying we killed Jesus. And Jesus who? The son of Mary. Okay, so it confirmed. The person confirmed that he is the Messiah, the one who claimed the Messiah. Not only his name is Jesus, the one who claimed to be the Messiah. So there's many things confirmed. Look what you got. Look what you got. He did. He said that the Jews said his name, his title is the Messiah. He claimed to be the Messiah. Not anyone. His name is Isa. No, he is the Messiah. He is Isa, and he is the son of Maryam. So they confirm everything about him, and they confirm even that he is the messenger of Allah. So they did not confirm, they did not crucify somebody. He is not the messenger of Allah. They confirmed that we killed the one who claimed to be the messenger of Allah, according to the story in the Quran. Now it's your duty as a Muslim to show me that the one who looked like Jesus is not Jesus. Can you confirm that?
I'll give up.
You give up? Why you give up?
All I can hear is you going,
I like you, by the way. He give up. Why you give up? Try. Give it a try. No problem. I'm listening. Give it a try.
You're a comedian, man. I can't understand what you're saying. You're just saying all different stuff. I can't even catch a word of it.
My friend, I don't know what's your name, but I am not the comedian. The comedian is your God. So, okay, the Zeus killed him. Okay, let me speak to you as I can like. He made Dita look like Jesus. And Jesus, he was on the cross. And then when Jesus on the cross, he wouldn't look like the Jesus. And then the dude said, make a Jesus. But it was the Jesus. Because the true Jesus, he looked like the Jesus. And he looked exactly like him. He had the same hair, brother, sister. He has the same hair. And they thought, even his broken tooth, it's exactly the same one. Even his lips, and even his eyes, and even his mother, brother. His mother, Mary, she was in front of them. And she couldn't grab him. She don't recognize that it's a fake Jesus. Because the makeup was different. The makeup was made in Hollywood. So nobody would really recognize him. And then he made him believe that it's a Jesus. But brother, it's not Jesus. It's confirmed. Thank you very much.
Zakir Naik.
Yeah, the spitting machine.
You made me laugh, man.
I made you laugh at your religion. That's wonderful.
No, I laughed at Zakir Naik.
You laughed before we Zakir Naik voice. Don't run away. You laughed before we speak about Zakir Naik. You did laugh. So you laugh at your Quran, you laugh at the story, and you are the one who said you are a comedian. When the fact I'm just stating to you how stupid the Quran is. So let us make it clear. So I'm glad for you that you are laughing. I'm glad to make you happy. So what we will do now?
What makes me happy? What do I do? I'm confused, man. I was laughing at you.
What? You're confused, exactly. I mean, so Jesus is not Jesus. So Allah made someone look like Jesus. But Jesus is not Jesus. Because Allah, he made them think this is Jesus. Okay, his mother is there. This person asking me a question. Okay, how his mother could not recognize him? It's very easy. Because Allah cloned him. Allah is the best of the cloning. He can have a cloning machine. He put you in the refrigerator, and then he put you for the world, and he put silicone. And then after the silicone, he adds some makeup. And then he make you look perfectly the same person. And Allah is all knowing and all possible. He's the Almighty God. He can do it. Yeah. This is what you are saying to me.
You're making me cry, man.
Okay.
Oh, you're a comedian, man. What the fuck?
Did you say the F word to Allah? Don't use the F word to Allah. Don't say the F word to Allah. Come on, don't do that.
Shut up. Right, can I just regroup? Because I can't stop laughing.
Can you do that?
You're making me cry, man.
Well, Muslim, they call me. Either they cry because they leave Islam or they cry laughing at Muhammad. It shows which one is you now.
I'm not leaving Islam. I didn't say I was
going to
leave Islam.
You just did. You just left. You just laughed at Allah's story. You laughed at your prophet's story, and this is a joke, obviously. Otherwise, you won't be laughing. Otherwise, you won't be laughing.
Oh man! Huh? What did he say?
You just left Islam because you are laughing at Allah.
When did I laugh at Allah?
You just all the time you are laughing at Allah. Since you called me until now, you are laughing at Allah. I mentioned nothing to you except what Allah said, and you are laughing. So what you explain? How you explain that?
I was laughing at you and your impression.
I did not read for you the Bible. I'm reading the Quran, and you start laughing like crazy, and even you cry from laughing. Why? Because I'm reading the Quran. Because the Quran is a joke.
Christian Prince, can you even back up the Bible? Like, I see you being very polemic against Islam, but can you back up your own beliefs?
I'm backing up my belief. I just did.
Can you back up?
This is just I just did. I just did. No. I mean, I do not need to use the Bible, my friend, because the Bible says clearly that Jesus was crucified. There's no need to talk about it. And after 600 years, there's a guy. His name is Muhammad. Hold on. Let me tell you a story, my friend. By the way, I'm born a long time ago, but there is a cousin who was born 600 years after me. And you know, our tradition as Arab, we celebrate birthday, you know, always, but we celebrate it by bombs, you know, tradition in the Middle East. So he come and he have a suicide built around himself, and he explode himself in the cake, you know. And we ask him, why you are, stop, what are you doing? What are you doing? He says, this is you, is not you. This is the fake you.
Oh, you're a funny guy, see.
Brother Infitter, he get the point there. Because this is him, but it's him. How we can be sure that this is not the same with him? So Christian Prince, he did the birthday. And now his family deserves him. But this is maybe this is not a Christian Prince. Maybe this is a different Christian Prince. How we can know that it's a Christian Prince? There is no proof that it's a Christian Prince.
Shut up, man.
What? Yeah, laughing.
Shut up.
Your prophet
You're
is
exactly like him.
your prophet is a suicide bomber. He come with his vest and he explode himself in the birthday of Jesus, saying this is not Jesus.
Man.
Do you have a response for what he showed you?
I wouldn't get stoned for anything. I'm a big guy.
Well, you just left Islam, my friend. I'm happy for you. Islam, obviously, Muhammad is a joke, you know, and the proof is you. You are laughing.
No, I wasn't laughing at Islam, man. I was laughing at you and your impression of Zachariah.
No, you're not laughing at me. I was telling you what your prophet said. You're laughing at me. What I said. I said, Allah, he made someone look like Jesus, and you start laughing. That's all.
No, I didn't laugh at that. I was laughing at you, mate.
Let me ask you. Let us make it more in details now. So the comedy will continue. So Allah, brother, he cloned someone like Jesus. Why Allah did that? Let us.
Huh?
Allah, he cloned someone like Jesus. He cloned him. Okay, why?
So the one who portrayed Jesus, portrayed Jesus.
Why? Okay, so why he did that? Why he cloned someone look like Jesus?
Because he wanted the Jews to believe that he was crucified, so they could be deceived.
That's deep. So Allah is the liar who lied to the Jews. Did you hear it, guys? Allah wanted the Jews to believe that they killed Jesus. So Allah the deceiver is a scam. So okay, so now if I go and I shoot somebody and I make people think that it's you, that will make me a good guy, right?
No.
Huh? What is this?
No, it wouldn't make you a good guy.
Okay, so
It'll make you a bad guy.
So what kind of God? He lied to the Christians because the Christians they believe it too. He lied to the Jews, they believe it too. He lied to the Roman, they believe it too. And all those people who they are there, they believe in the lie of Allah, and you just confirm that Allah is the devil because the Bible says, and you said to me, why you don't back up from your Bible? Jesus said, who is the father of all lies? The Christian, they will answer you in the chat, they will say the devil, Satan. The father of all lies is Satan. God don't lie, your God is a liar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah, you just stay 3-0. You became a person believing in the Trinity now. What happened to you? Yeah, you're like your prophet.
I don't believe.
Your prophet. He say. Your prophet is say Assalamu alaikum. Okay, wa alaikum assalam. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, wa alaikum assalam. Assalamu alaikum. Have you ever heard of a prophet? He say Assalamu alaikum 3 times. Why? He's stuck. No, I'm trying to have a conversation with you. Why you are laughing at your prophet? Your prophet go to the bathroom, okay? He have to say a certain prayer 3 times. He wanna have sex. He have to say he go into a place. He say like now. Look with me. So Adam was debating Moses, and then Adam he confuted Moses. Okay, what Allah prophet said? So Allah, he repeat the statement 3 times. What is that? Adam confuted Moses. Adam confuted Moses. Adam confuted Moses. What do you think? What's wrong with your prophet? Is he like a Trinity guy?
My prophet is not the Trinity.
Okay, why he keep repeating the same thing always 3 times? What's wrong with him? Do you think like he's a disease, illness is called 3-3?
What? No, he didn't have an illness. He just repeated something.
Why you keep repeating 3 times? Okay, tell me what is the purpose? What is the secret behind 3 times? Why not 4? I like 4. You know, thank God I'm not Korean because Korean they skip number 4. You go to Korea, you will see there's no floor number 4. Like Korean, they jump from floor number 3 to floor number 6. Do you think Muslims, they are following the step of the Prophet? They have only 3-floor building? Why your Prophet is repeating the statement 3 times?
I don't know. He might have wanted to repeat the statement 3 times. 3 times. He might have felt nice that day. I don't know.
What? You sound like Zakir Naik now. I have no idea. You're just... Why you repeat the statement 3 times? Explain to me. I'm listening.
I don't know why. I don't know why he repeated it 3 times. You want to go and ask him.
Okay, let me ask you. I like you, by the way. Honestly, you're a nice guy. I don't usually...
Please, bro.
Usually, I don't get nice people calling me, to be honest with you. I'm happy to have you.
No,
let me ask you.
I'm very
Okay, well, I'm assuming that you are coming from a good family. Your parents are nice people, so, you know, I'm glad to have you. So...
Yeah, my mum's found.
Wonderful, you know. If I am a person who want to believe in a prophet, what is the condition for a person to call him a prophet? Like, if somebody come to you now and he say, I'm prophet, why you will believe him, and what make you not to believe him?
You have to test. You have to test him. You need to see if he is a prophet.
Oh yeah.
You need to see by the contents of his character.
That's a good thing. A Muslim in the chat, he's saying, what does that matter? Why did your Jesus rescued in the 3rd day? Because we believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Thank you very much. Well, people believe in the Trinity. Why are you stuck with the 3 days? No, listen. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to one in the chat. Now, let's go back to you. So we have to test the prophet. Did you Muslim test Muhammad to be sure he's a prophet?
Yeah, so I tested him myself by reading his Sahih al-Bukhari.
Okay, you did read Sahih al-Bukhari?
What? I reviewed it. I needed to see if he was a true prophet, and I thought he was.
Okay, and so in Sahih al-Bukhari you discovered that he is a true prophet?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to read with you something from Sahih al-Bukhari, and I will put it for you.
Listen, if you can prove that he was bad, I will leave Islam. If you can prove he was a bad guy, I'll leave.
But let us go first, you know. And as long as you like Sahih al-Bukhari, I like that too. You know, Sahih al-Bukhari is one of my favorite books, actually. I was al-Bukhari for 3 years, you know, but then I became Sahih Muslim, and then I became Prophet Muhammad. And then I became Allah. You know?
Right.
Yeah, I changed. And then I became Jibreel. Okay, so let us see.
Are you a Hindu?
Let us see.
You're a Hindu.
Okay, let us see. Okay, let us see. So, when you're a prophet, he said many things.
Okay.
Like, as an example, that the black dog is the devil.
The black dog is. I've got a black dog though.
Huh?
I've got a dog. It lives in the back. It lives in the back garden.
Yeah, but do you believe that the black dog is the devil?
No, my dog's black.
Okay, so your prophet was telling the truth, or he was lying?
What did he say?
Is the black dog is a bad animal? Is he the devil?
Is my black dog the devil?
Yeah.
No, my black dog's quite nice. It's a Labrador.
Okay, so your prophet, he says the black dog is the devil. Do you believe him as a prophet now or not? You just said your dog is a nice dog and you love him, and you have a dog.
Well, where did he say it? Well, what did he say? Can you read to me what?
The hadith in front of me in the screen. Read it for me. I put it for you on the screen.
All right, it's a bit of delay, so I'm gonna have to. In case there is not before. I can't read it.
Allah Messenger SAW, this is like shortwave radio. In case there is not before him, blah, 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 it says, like the black saddle, a Muslim salat, a prayer would be cut off for the passing of a woman, a donkey, and a black dog. Okay? And it concluded, the black dog is the devil, and reported by the Prophet. Here it says it clearly. Read carefully. Oh, Abu Dhar, what the feature, they asked the Prophet, they asked Abu Dhar, what the feature, Abu Dhar, in the black dog, which distinguish it from the red dog or yellow dog? He says, oh son of my brother, I asked Messenger of Allah, as you asked me, which means what is distinguishing the black dog from a different dog, yellow or white dog? He says, the black dog is the devil. And this is Sahih, as you see.
But my black dog. Was it the black? What? Yeah, it actually does say. Whoa. But my dog's nice. I like my dog.
Yeah, but your prophet says the black dog is the devil. So, do you think a prophet, he will say such a statement? Do you really believe in superstition and stupidity that somebody says to you, black dog is the devil just because he's black? This is racist, you know. Muhammad is anti-black people. He anti-black, any black. Color black is for him the devil color. So, your prophet saying the dog, the black dog is the devil. What do we say to Muhammad?
It says the black dog is the. Muhammad says. Let me read it. What feature is there in a black dog? This is someone speaking to him, isn't it? Abadar. What feature is there in a black dog which distinguishes it from the red dog and the yellow dog? He said, "Oh, son of my brother, I asked the messenger of Allah, so as you are asking me," and he said, "The black dog is." Oh. That doesn't sound.
Doesn't sound right.
Oh.
Okay.
No, it doesn't sound right now.
Okay. So what we would do now? Do you think Muhammad is a prophet? Is that how a prophet of God speak? A dog is a poor animal. You know, God, he created animals for, you know, colors. You know, and their color have nothing to do. There's a bad dog. Yeah. There's a good dog. Yeah. But what his color have to do with him being bad or the devil? Just because he's a black animal, he is the devil.
Oh no!
This is what he's saying.
That's a bit of a dilemma.
This is what your
black dog is a devil.
This is your prophet saying.
My prophet, Muhammad, peace be upon him, said the black dog is a devil.
Yes.
Oh, it looks like I'm going to have to sell my black dog. Ah.
So
what is that?
So what do you think? Is that a teaching of a prophet of God? Is that a teaching of prophet of God, my friend, or this is a teaching of the devil himself? This is devilish teaching. That will make hate against a poor animal. He did nothing wrong except he's black. Is that fair that we go and hate a black animal just because he's black, and we start killing them?
No, cool.
Okay, so Muhammad Muhammad is a false prophet, because if he is speaking an information, and this information is absolutely wrong and false, claiming that he is as a prophet, because he's speaking about religious thing. You see, he claimed that the devil is the black dog. So this is about God and about religion. This is not about opinion. He claimed that the black dog himself is the devil himself. So what kind of a prophet, how we can trust him to be a prophet if he says such a stupid statement?
He just said the black dog is a devil. That sounds very superstitious.
Exactly. Muhammad is a superstitious person, and he is stupid. We have, sorry to say.
Can you show me more? I mean,
no problem.
Can you show me more?
Let me ask you, with my respect to your mother, please don't take me and I'm insulting your mother. No, I don't mean it. But I want to ask you, do you think your mother is the devil?
My mother's not a devil.
Okay, ask me the same question. Do you think ask me, Christian friend, do you think your mother is the devil?
No, my mother's not a devil.
No, I'm saying ask me the same question so you don't feel insulted. I will answer. No, my mother is not the devil. So me and you, we agree. So because I'm asking the same question to myself, so I don't feel like I'm insulting you. So look what your prophet said. Your prophet, he says that women are the devil. However they go, they are the devil. Read it carefully. This is your prophet saying that the women, she come in the image of the devil, and she retreat in the image of the devil. This is how Muhammad described my mother and your mother, as you see.
Oh.
Do you accept that, your mother?
My mother's not the devil, no.
Okay, read it. It's in front of you on the screen.
Yeah, I can see that.
The woman advances. Very. Yeah, read it. Your English is better than mine. I learned English.
I'm just waiting for it to.
I learned English in the Mujahideen school. You know, the only English I learned is takbir.
The woman advances and retires in the shape of a devil. So when one of you sees a woman, he should come. It should come what? I can't read the rest of it because it's a bit behind. Should come to his wife. That will repel what he feels in his heart.
Okay. Well, is that right to say? Is that right to say to your mother? Are you going to be proud to go to your mother now and say, the prophet said to me that you come in the shape of a devil and you leave in the shape of the devil? Is that right to say to your mother?
Well, my mum's Christian, so she probably spanked me.
I know. I know. A Christian woman, she should not marry a Muslim man. She is no Christian.
She's not with a Muslim. I'm a revert.
Oh, that's mean you left you're crazy then.
I was an atheist, but I became a Muslim. But I was brought up.
How somebody became a Muslim? I mean, how for a second somebody accepts such a crazy religion?
I accepted it like 2 months ago, and I never saw any of that stuff.
So now you know that they lie to you, right? Islam is false.
I'm gonna have to say that.
Okay.
That's disgusting.
That's disgusting. So thank you. You just left Islam, my friend. I mean, what happened to a smart person like you? How they convince you that a stupid man like Muhammad is a prophet? Come on.
Someone from Speaker's Corner. His name's Hashim, and he convinced me.
Okay, and today you left Islam because you saw the truth. I'm happy for you. He lied to you.
Yeah,
he's a liar.
Fair enough.
He's a liar.
Hashim's a liar. Yeah, Hashim. Do you know Hashim?
No, I do not know him. I don't know all of them are potatoes for me. They don't dare even to say hello to me. But as you see, they are potatoes. They are liars. So my friend, you just left Islam, and I'm happy for you. What about you accept the Messiah to be saved? Go back to the Messiah.
Why not? I believe in a God. So yeah, go on.
No, you said you were atheist, right? Okay, so I cannot say go back to the Messiah because you were atheist. Okay, you were atheist, you became a Muslim, but now you left Islam. You obviously, Muhammad, as you said, is a disgusting person, and we agree about that. He is filthy. But now, why you don't accept the Messiah as your savior? What's the problem?
I'll accept him, yeah, because I believe in a God.
Okay, so you believe in the Messiah, that he is going to save you? You believe that he is your savior?
Yes. Now. Yes, I do now.
Yes? You said yes?
Yes.
Well, I mean to that. I'm happy for you, my friend. Hallelujah. We're happy for our friend. I don't know your name. You don't have to tell me. But we are happy for you that you left the cult of Muhammad and you called me today to accept the Messiah. But I want to ask you, as long now you decide to leave Islam and you accept the Messiah as your savior, how this guy, he was able to convince you that Muhammad is a prophet? Tell me what happened.
I was just like debating on atheism. He proved that God was real, and he sent me
how he proved to you that God is real?
He refuted the idea of infinite regression, which I believed in, because you can't go back infinitely. You can't go back infinitely and have the present. He proved that God was real. I was convinced, and I read the Quran. I just had a nice little read of the Quran. I was convinced with their argument, so I became a Muslim.
Yeah, but you see, when a Muslim, he proved that God exists, it's like he is proving that the devil exists, because he is talking about the devil. Because when they say to you God exists, and I agree that God exists for sure. I'm a Christian, and you just accept Christ as your Lord. But when a Muslim, he tried to speak about God, there's no way he's speaking about God, because what he talk about is an idiot created name. They don't even know what the name of their God mean. Not a single Muslim he knew. Same time, when somebody want to convince me that God exists, how he proved to me that his God exists? Not only God exists, he have to prove to me his God, the God he speak about. So how a Muslim he proved that to me? Here we go. Muhammad, he says the devil is the black dog is the devil. Where Muhammad received this information? From his God.
Christian Prince.
Correct?
Christian Prince, can I say something?
Sure.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I'm an atheist. April Fools. April Fools.
Huh? What? You can ask me something. You are what? You became an atheist? But I don't know what he said. Anyway. Here you see how stupidity in this world work. The truth hurt. It hurt badly. Do we have any Muslim? He said it's April Fool Day. Oh, he is April Fool Day. You do not fool us, we just laugh. We laugh at you too. Pranked? That's stupid. Anyway, I mean, it's, some people, they are like children. Okay. But anyway, we have a good time laughing at this stupidity. Maybe he's upset because this is going to be recorded, and he knew it's going to be all over the place, so he's trying to save himself from something. Too late, my friend. This video will be all over the place as soon as we close. Fan of Japan, you are a Muslim? Text me, call me. Text me, I will call you, because you cannot call me. I have to call you. Text me and I will call you. Idris Ahmed has a question. What is the question? So anyway, the story of the crucifixion of Jesus is a clear proof from the Quran that Christ is crucified. Because what the stupid Quran comes from, that there is someone was in the cross and he looked exactly like Jesus. Abu Sadat saying he made fool of me. My friend, let me put your what you said in the screen, just to show you how silly and how stupid the Muslims when they defend their prophet. So he was making fool of me by laughing at your prophet. They suffer from the lowest IQ ever, because you forgot, your idiot, that all the time he was laughing at Muhammad. He called him stupid, he called him disgusting. So he laughed at me? No, he was laughing at your prophet, and I was laughing with him, and we have a good time. So you stupid, you as a Muhammadan, you are confirming that what he did is amazing. So I encourage you actually to download the video, put it in your channel if you are a man, and name it a person he make fool of a Christian prince, let everybody laugh. I challenge you, if you are proud of it. Potato, slow IQ. I mean, their IQ, you know Miss Turtle? You know Miss Turtle? Miss Turtle is the most fast species between the Muslim world. If Miss Turtle go to Pakistan, she will be the Ferrari. So he was making fun of me or your prophet? My friend, there's a reason Muslims don't dare to call me, because you know whatever you say, you are so slow, unbelievable slow, like the Muhammadan, he got happy. Oh, he was making fun of CP. He called Muhammad stupid. He called him idiot. He called him disgusting. He called him no way. He called him this is a superstition. And you are saying to me, making fun of me. Why you do so quick overlook the metaphor and subtitle of the Quran? Not in your book. Okay, my friend Labbaika, what is the metaphor? When the Quran says Allah, he made someone look like Jesus, was that a metaphor or reality? Another slow person. Metaphor. When your prophet, he says, the one who is proud about his inheritance, tell him to go and bite the penis of his father. Is that a metaphor? Tell me, what is what penis metaphor for? When your prophet says the one who go to heaven, Allah will make his penis endless. Tell me, what is the endless penis metaphor for? I'm going with you. Help me. And by the way, why you don't call me? So you can tell me about the metaphor. I like your metaphor. When your prophet said when a Muslim he pray, shaitan come from his back and he take hair from his anus and he don't stop until he put it, until he make you fart. Is that a metaphor? Tell me, is that a metaphor? Or he take really hair? How the metaphor of Muhammad is connected to your anus? Explain that to me. This is philosophy. This is a new philosophy. The anus of Labbaika ya Rasulullah and Muhammad metaphor. Explain to me how the metaphor work. What is the connection between your anus and the hair of your anus and metaphor? Can you tell me? I'm trying to go with you. What is the verse about talking about bite the penis of your father? It's not a verse, it's a hadith. I want to show you. Here we go. All right. Are you ready? Are you sincerely ready? There's a hadith Muhammad was saying to the Muslims, are you sincerely ready to go to heaven? They said, yes, Prophet. He said, are you sincerely ready to go? The Muslim gets so excited, yes, yes, Prophet. And then he repeat, are you sincerely ready to go to heaven? They said, yes, 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 Prophet. They get so excited. And then he said to them, say inshallah. Here we go. This is the hadith. Are you ready for it? The one who says you are a liar? This is your official Islamic website. الإسلام سؤال وجواب. سؤال. تفاصيل القول في حديث أعضوه بهن أبي. It says here the question, an atheist is asking me how your prophet speaks such a language and he is a prophet, like let him bite the penis of his father. And then Abu Bakr, he says suck the clitoris of a lad. But isn't it him who says don't speak such a language? The answer, so what? Do you want the link? Do you want the link? Your God calling my people dogs? You know, okay. Well, my God, he says to the women, he was quoting what the Aramaic people say and what the Jews says, that don't let your Jews don't throw your, you know, to the dogs. Okay. She said to him, but even dogs, they eat from the crumb, Lord, my God. So he's saying to us, your people believe that the Jews are dogs. My people believe the same about you. So why you are coming to me asking me for a miracle? He was not calling her dog. And then he blessed her. And he did the miracle for her. See the difference? However, as long as you are saying that God, he call a woman dog, right? Let us see. It's your God who call all non-Muslims animals. There's a chapter in the Quran, it's called the chapter of An'am. Do you want me to make it ready for you so you can read it for us? Here we go. Hypocrite Muslims do not know their book, and we are here to spank them. Chapter 25, verse number 44. Are you there? Read carefully. What do you think the most of them hear or understand? They are only like cattle. Nay, they are even farther astray than cattle. You see it? And they are the worst. I think the translation is false. They are the worst than animals. Read it. Let us see Yusuf Ali. Here we go. Are you there, Abdul? Your religion consider anyone who is not a Muslim is less than an animal. That's your religion. Next. And this is the reason they don't dare to call me, because whatever they say, the spank is coming with no mercy. It doesn't matter what they say. So what we confirm today, that Islam is a stupid religion, believe in destiny. Therefore, if the Jews, they tried to kill Jesus, it was a destiny. It was the sin of Allah, not the sin of the Jews. If the Jews could not kill Jesus and they killed somebody else, as the Quran claims, which is funny, it was a destiny too. If we were deceived because we believe that Jesus was in the cross, and the Quran says Allah, he made someone look like Jesus, that's mean we deceived because it's a destiny. Allah is the devil. So all those things prove to us one thing, that Islam is made by the devil. Right? What do you think Jesus that become Islam prophet, Jesus the Christ or Jesus Barnabas, because Barnabas not crucified? And what do you mean? If a Muslim he said to you, maybe you are saying that the Muslim they say maybe the guy who was his name is Barnabas is the one who crucified, right? Well, that will be answered from the Quran itself. You do not even need, because even in the Bible it says it clearly, they crucified. They said to him, okay, the one who claimed to be the king of the Jews, the Barnabas don't claim to be the king of the Jews. He's a thief. So they put a sign on the top of him, says the king of the Jews. The Quran here says that the Jews, they said, we killed the Messiah, which means the one who claimed to be the Messiah. There's a guy, his name is Barnabas, he don't claim to be the Messiah. And his name is Isa. So even the Quran, he have different name. See? The Quran is even make it worse. And he is the son of Maryam. So the Quran confirm 3 things. Actually 4. Number 1, he claimed to be the Messiah. This one they would put on the cross. Number 2, his name is Isa. Number 3, he is son of Mary. Number 4, he is a messenger of God. So how the Muslim can play with that? You see how many things the Jews confirm? The Jews confirm 4 things about the person they crucified in the stupid Quran. This is why I believe strongly that the one who follow Islam is very slow to believe in such a garbage. How you say he wasn't crucified, and then the Jews they confirm his first name, his middle name, his title, and he is a messenger of God. So there's no mistake. Do you see it? This is why I say stupidity is amazing, my friend. And Islam is extremely stupid. Right? Do we have any Muslim who would like to do prank on me, laugh at Muhammad? Brank. Brank. Who wanna laugh at Muhammad and make a prank, because that make the Muslims happy. I mean, those people, they are so desperate. Christian Prince, he made a prank about you. He was laughing at your prophet, you idiot. What's wrong with you? Crazy people. It doesn't matter what the Muslims they say there's 2 Jesus, my friend, because obviously the one they killed, the Bible says, the one who claimed to be the Messiah. Didn't they take him to court? And they asked him, do you claim to be the Son of God? He said, you say so? So obviously we knew who is the one. So don't, this is silly conversation. This is silly conversation. And the Quran, as you see, confirm that he is the one who claimed to be the Messiah. Is the other Barnabas, or the one they call him Jesus, is a person claimed to be the Messiah? No. He was there because he's a thief. Very silly argument. You don't troll and make fun of God anointed, namely Christian Prince. Get away. I know what you are saying, my friend. I'm not anointed. What are you talking about? So do we have any Muslim want to answer? So the idea of Muslims rejecting Christianity as a Christ can be found in the Bible. The Bible says, who is the Antichrist? Who is the Antichrist? The answer is the one who denied the Father and the Son. That is Muhammad. As simple as that. This is why, if there is a priest in some churches, because there's some false priest everywhere, they say to you that we and Muslims will believe in the same God, they are liars. They are scam. They are fraud. They are servant of the devil. We don't believe in the same God. Our Father first, our God, is a spirit. Is their God is a spirit? Muslims believe that God have no spirit and he is not a spirit. So even the nature of God is different. We as a Christian believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Do the Muslim believe in such a God? No. So how a liar he says to you that we and Muslims, we share the same God? We don't. How somebody claims to be a Protestant or Catholic or Orthodox? This is why always when you go to a church, ask the priest there what he think about Islam. Do we believe the same God? If he say yes, he is a garbage. He have nowhere to be close to be considered as a priest or a servant of God. The Lord, he said, from their fruit you shall know them. And a person who says to you, we believe in the same God, that is his fruit, the fruit of the devil. In 1 John chapter 2 it says, who is the Antichrist? Who is the Antichrist? Isn't it the one who denied Jesus, the Christ? So this is number one form of the Antichrist. The one who denied Jesus to be the Christ. And by denying Jesus the Christ to be the Christ, or by denying that the Messiah is the Son of God. Islam denied the Messiah. They changed his name. They call him Isa. Islam believe or teach that Mary, she is the sister of Aaron. And Isa is the grandson of Imran, which is the father of Moses. So they changed the identity. They changed the rank of Jesus as God in earth, who come in the flesh. They changed the nature of Jesus, and they changed the nature of God. Their God is not spirit, and he have no spirit. So who is this God? He is the devil. He taught people to lie. He taught people to rape. He taught people to kill in the name of God. And Jesus says time will come and people will kill you thinking they are doing favor to God. Which God? Their God. Who is the liar? But he who denies that Jesus is the Christ. He is Antichrist who denied the Father and the Son. I mean to that. Any time you meet someone, he claimed to be a priest, he is teaching in a church, expose him. Not only leave the church, you have a duty, because he would deceive many Christians. If they kick you out of the church, no problem. Don't break the law. Go out, stand in the road. When people come, ask them the question, how this guy says that Islam is the same God when their God is not a spirit. And the Bible says clearly that the one who denied the Father and the Son is Antichrist, and that Islam. Isn't it the Bible says, cursed will be the one who bring other than the scriptures? Quran is other scriptures. 600 years after Jesus. Cursed is the one. Let him be cursed, the one who bring other than this scripture. Doesn't matter who, Islam or non-Islam. So Muhammad is cursed. So how dare you to say we believe in the same God? Right? Mr. Yeah, we answered you about this silly question, my friend. We answered you about this silly question. Because the Jews, they confirm that they they killed who? As you see, the Quran confirmed that. And the Jews themselves, they investigate the person who is Jesus supposedly, correct? And he is the one who claimed to be the Messiah. And they crucify the Messiah. I mean, very silly people, stupid people, you know. You are posting for me, Matthew. Okay, are you willing to read what Matthew says? And Jesus stood before the governor, and the governor asked him, saying, art thou the king of the Jews? And Jesus said unto him, thou sayest that. And then what they did? Then they took him to the crucifixion. So all those witnesses, a person, he was seen by thousands, he made miracles, he made a speech in the mountains, people who know him, his disciples, his mother, and this is not Jesus. I love the Chinese when they say he lived as a donkey, never come back as a horse. You know? And then, you know, if you continue, the Pilate says unto him, shall we do with Jesus, which is called the Christ? Which is called what? Christ. Let us say there's 2 Jesus. Let's say there's 10 Jesus. Let's say there's 1,000,000 Jesus. But which one is called the Christ? The Jews until now, they are waiting for Christ. Nobody dared to call himself Christ. Do you see it? Silly, stupid, dummy. Okay, and they said, what we will do with this person who is called the Christ? He's not only his name is Jesus, but the one who is called the Christ. Who called him Christ? All the believers. And then they put a sign in the top of his head in the cross saying, this is the King of the Jews. So don't be silly and stupid, my friend. You want to be silly? No problem. Go to your mommy. Samad, he is saying, he is sending me a message. Wait, Samad, don't send me a message in Paltalk unless you want to call me. You want me to call you? A Muslim is asking me a question about the Old Testament. Let us see if he will answer. He will not answer. Yeah, they are brave. Okay, he will answer. Look what he said. He said, if you say that God, the Father, is a spirit. Hold on. I said, my God is a spirit. I did not say the Father is the spirit. I said, my God is a spirit. We believe in 3 persons. God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. So, of the nature of God, that he is a spirit too. Your God is not. So God is one. God is a spirit. God is a father. God is a son, which means God is a man too. He came as a flesh of a man. Who's next? If you have a question, ask me in the chat. Anyone there to call? Anyone? So the destiny of Islam is proving Islam to be false. The superstition of Muhammad proving Muhammad to be a false man. His racism proving to be false. Are you finishing ranting? I ask you, why not 4 or 10? Why 3? Why no sister or brother? Okay, let me answer you, and everybody will laugh at you. See the problem, Labbaik, when the Muslim they ask question, they shoot Allah. Let me show you how. You know, when I say Muslims they have a low IQ, I'm not insulting. I believe truly that when you are a Muslim, you don't think right. I'm not putting you down, but I believe, and you can prove me wrong. Here we go. Guys, read carefully what this guy he said. He just killed Islam. He just killed Islam. Christian Prince, are you finished ranting? I ask you, why not 4 or 10? Why 3? Why no sister or brother? Why only a son? Who is the father of your book? Let us go from here. So I will ask you the same question. Why only one? Why no father? Why no son? What the problem? Are you going to tell God how he can be? Okay, let me ask you then. Why Allah is only one, brother? And why he have 2 hands? And why he have a leg? Okay, Allah is one, but why he need 2 hands? And why only 2 hands? What about having 4 hands? And by the way, why Allah he sit in the chair? If Allah is a God, why he need a chair? Okay, why he is carried by 8 angels and they have 4 faces? Okay, and why Allah he sent only Muhammad to save his book? See, if you ask question, ask, go ahead. But you are so hypocrite, because those questions you should ask yourself. Why only one? And why Allah is only one? He keeps saying we and us. You say to me, because it is majestic. So Allah himself, he don't like to be one. He's lonely. So he tried to fix it by saying we. You say to me, we, because it's majestic. So it is more suitable to Allah to be more than one. When the Quran in the chapter 21 says that if Allah he want to take a wife, listen carefully, a wife or a girlfriend, he will take it from us. Who is us? I'm waiting for your answer. Can you answer me? As long as Allah is one. And you are the one who question the numbers, right? Okay, person number 1, person number 2. Look like you have to, you Muslims, you want to design a God as you want. You can tell him what to be, not to be. But when Allah he says, if we want to have a wife, we will take it from us. Who is us? Any Muslim want to help me? I'm waiting for the answer. Allah want to take a partner. Who is us? See, the translation here says from the nearest to us. It doesn't say the word nearest. It says from us. Change the translator, you will see. So who is us? Allah will take a wife from us. You see, we just changed the translator and the whole verse changed. We could surely have taken it from us. Okay, we are talking about a wife. Allah will take a wife from us. Who? Are you there? Who's next? So you lie to yourself, you say we believe in one God. First, you do not know the nature of your God. Or what you know that he have a shin, he is a physical being. He have 2 hands in the right side. He have a nose, he have a face, he have eyes. But he's made from what you don't know. Is he silicone? No, I don't know. Concrete? I don't know. He have 5 fingers. You Muslims are weird. You don't know anything about your God except, some description. In the same time, he is one God, yet he have us. He want to take a wife from us. The Quran can answer all those questions. I'm waiting. Guys, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this madness. What is the answer? I'm asking the question. Give me the answer from a question. I mean, do you see the stupidity? The Quran can answer all the questions. If the Quran can answer all the questions, why you have 10 million tafsir book? Because if the Quran answers the questions, then we do not need tafsir, Abdul. If the Quran have all the answers, no, we do not need tafsir. We do not need Ibn Kathir, Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari. We do not need them. You just said the Quran have the answer. What is the answer? Give me the answer. Here we go. Allah, I just gave you Quran. Give me from the Quran the answer. Allah, he said he want to take a wife from us. Who is us? You said the answer in the Quran, right? Okay, I'm waiting. Who is us? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. I will give you 10,000 years to give me the answer. Who is us? If you say to me the angels are us, that means Allah is angel. You see, when you say us, it's my kind. Even the Quran says ladunna, our kind. The child is from the ladun of his father, from the blood of his father. This is what ladun stands for. So I will have a wife from us. You said the Quran have an answer. Give me the answer. Hit me. Hit me with the answer. Who is next? And now I want to go back to your previous question. Why it is not possible for Allah to have a son? Do you have an answer? Why it's not okay for Allah to have a son? Do you know why? Let me show you the Quran. You are the one who said to me, remember, the Quran have an answer, right? I will show you the answer from the Quran, and people will die laughing. Read carefully. Let us go and laugh with me. This is God. He says, how I can have a son if I don't have a girlfriend? This is the reason? This is the reason Allah, he don't have a son? Because he don't have a girlfriend? Remember, you are the one who said, the answer is in the Quran. Okay, wonderful. Why Allah don't have a son? Because he don't have a girlfriend. Who said that? The Quran. Who is speaking? Allah. And look what Allah he says. How can he have a children if he has no wife? Well, he just proved to me that he is not God. Because the God of Mary, he can make her have a son and she don't have a husband. If it is impossible for Allah to have a son without having a wife, that means no way Allah is the same person who is the God of Mary, because the God of Mary was able to make Mary have a son, yet she don't have a husband. You see, I'm following your advice. You said the answer is in the Quran. Are you there? It is you who said the answer in the Quran. Have you ever heard of somebody, you call him Almighty, yet he say, how can he? How can he? This is something I can say to someone is limited with ability. I question his ability. How can he? But there's no such a thing with God. How God can be here and there? I cannot do that. He can, because he's Almighty. So why you call him Almighty if he, how can he? You see, you said to me, the answer in the Quran. And now you are saying to me, you will not understand. But do you understand? As long as you understand, where's the answer? Where is the answer? Huh? I don't understand, don't you? Don't you? You don't understand. Well, hold on. But isn't it the Quran says nobody understands what Allah says save Allah? Look what Allah said. Unbelievable. What a book, man. Brothers and sisters, the book of Allah, nobody understands it save Allah. So why this book is sent to us? But none knows it is ta'wil. Look at this translation, ta'wil. They use the word ta'wil. I mean, you are translating into English or what? Is that translation? What kind of translation this translation is? Nobody knows their meaning save Allah. That's deep. That's deep. and seeking for its hiding meaning, but none knows its hiding meaning save Allah, and those who are firmly in knowledge, they say we believe. So according to Islam, you are a scholar if you say you believe, not if you understand, because nobody knows save Allah. What a stupid book. This is a religion? Look at this idiot here. Why you worship a dead man? Well, let me show everybody how stupid the Muslim claim. Well, according to the Quran, Jesus is alive. According to Christianity, Jesus is alive. So you are speaking against your God, and you are speaking against my book, lying. Because in your stupid faith, Jesus is alive. And now I need to ask you, why you are following the dead man when Jesus is alive? Isn't it the Quran say that Jesus is in heaven? It is you who follow a dead man. It is you, not us. Even in your stupid religion, Jesus is alive. So how in the world, let me tell you this story. A big sheikh, he came to my father. He said to him, you are a great man, you know, we respect you really, and great honor. Why you don't say Shahada and believe in Allah and the Prophet? So my father, you know, he speak to him politely, he's our guest. So he said to him, well, I have a question for you. He said, sure. The guy, he get excited, like maybe my dad, he is interested now, you know. He said to him, where is your Prophet? He said, oh, he's dead. It's okay. And where is Jesus? The sheikh, he said, he's in heaven. He's alive. My dad, he says, well, I am alive, so I follow the living one. When I die, I will think about your Prophet. We follow the living one. You follow the dead one. Who is the loser? In your stupid book, Jesus is alive. In your book. And you follow the dead Muhammad, you crazy. You're literally crazy. What's wrong with you? My book has an unanswerable thing. Stop pretending. Don't stop hiding before my. Here we go. I'm here. Why you don't call me? Ask me a question about my book, and I ask you a question about your book, and let us see who can answer, who cannot. Until now, you were able to answer nothing. I'm here for how many years, guys? How many years? Where is my answerable question? But they fear me because I answer them from their book. And then they cannot say we don't believe in it. If you answer the Muslim from your book, from the Bible, they will play the game. After you explain to them for 10 hours, they will say, anyway, we don't believe in your book. But when you get them busted from their book, what they will say? They will say, we don't believe in it. You know what I mean? And this is why they fear me. I'm different kind of a person they never met. They don't know how to deal with him. They expect you as a Christian, when they question Christianity, to start quoting for them verses from the Bible. Anyway, they will say to you, oh, this is the whole Bible, we don't believe in it. But with me, they cannot do that. They cannot, they knew it. Just get out. All the answer, all the spanking I gave you until now, I did not answer you, a coward. Go do mut'ah, go mut'ah, boy. A person who followed a prophet, he promoted renting women for one night stand. How dare you? How sick, how disgusting. And they say he is the most honorable. A person who promised you women with big boobs. Even he did not even say women, he says big boobs. What you will have in heaven? Grape, fruit, cup of wine, and boobs. How dare you follow the devil? Isn't it obvious that this is a booby man? Isn't it obvious that this is the devil? Imagine somebody come to you in the year 2021 and he knock at your door and he say, if you believe in me, my name is Muhammad. If you believe in me, I will give you a cup of wine. A little boys around you naked, and they are white, very white, and big boobs. This is God talking? This is God. And then they asked the Prophet, how we do? Are we going to do F, F, F? He says, yes. He said, I swear by Allah, the one who is hand have my soul, you will do Dahman. Dahman. You know what Dahman? I'm not going to say it, but I'm making the sound. And he promised you a penis will never go limp. This is a prophet of God. You coward. You have no dignity. Go tell your daughter in the heaven, the Muslims, my daughter, in the heaven, the Muslim will do this to you. Tell her. She will be proud of you. Make a sign in the bedroom in the top of your daughters when they are kids so they can see the amazing promise of Allah. That when they go to heaven, the Muslim, they will line up and they will... Dahman, Dahman. Do you want me to give a reference? Coward. This is God. Go and read what Jesus says. And then you will see the holy word. The holy God. This is how God talk. Your prophet not only savage, but he is evil. I pray to the Lord to forgive me if I compare his name, his holy name, to such a filthy man, but we are trying to help the Muslims. Liar? Okay, guys, look at this. Are you really a Muslim, Abu Sadat, or you are just a joker? I don't know. I have a feeling that you are. I don't know. Are you really a Muslim? Liar, where it says his penis will not go limp. Liar. Okay. Idiot. Do you see it? Liar. Liar, where it says that. Liar. Liar, liar, liar. You're a liar, you're a liar. You're a liar. I swear by Allah, Allah will give you nikah to you. The 72 wives from the Huris and 73 from the inheritance of people of hellfire who have desirable front. What they have? They have desirable front. Passages. What is that? What is that? Is that the nipples? Is that the breast? Is that the vagina? What about the back? And then he says, and he will have a male member that will never go flaccid, i.e. soft or limp. Are you there, Mr. Limbo? Limbo. This is a prophet of God? It's a weak hadith? Okay, in front of everybody. First of all, weak hadith is accepted. Secondly, if I show you that this is a strong hadith, what you would do? Is that fair, guys? If I show you that this is a strong hadith, what you would do? Are you willing to call me? Then either I apologize from you, or you laugh at yourself and you apologize for being a donkey. You will not call me anyway. Here we go. Al-Islamu su'alun wa jawab. Nikahu al-mu'minina wa azwajuhum fi al-jannah. This is the question, this is the fatwa. And this is the fatwa number 238487. And here this is the hadith. And then all of those are sahih. All of those are sahih. Okay, let's see where it says, here we go. Do you see it? Do you see it? You see it? All of this is to explain dahman. Let us do the translation in English. Question: are we going to F our spouse, not to marry a spouse? They are their spouse already. This is the word nikah translated in Google as a marriage, which is false. What is the interpretation of the following hadith, etc., etc.? You know, it says, the Prophet said that when the people of paradise having sexual intercourse, he said, yes. They asked him, are we going to have sexual intercourse? He said, yes. He said, and translation is false. He said, yes. Their private part will never go soft, will never go limp, and they will do it dahman. All right, and then he says here, Ibn Habban narrated in his Sahih, hadith number 7402 from Abu Huraira, blah 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 blah. You can read the rest. Stupidity. Dahman, you will F her. You see it? Indicate the word dahman, in screen. The word dahman indicate the intensity of intercourse. Very intense. Like very, very intense, brother. Indicate the intensity of desire along with the perfection of a pleasure and this complete bliss. And the hadith word mentioned in the question in the week, the one in the hadith here, and the one he's quoting here, he's saying the one you mentioned is a week. Okay, now he's giving them the correct one. Oh boy. The prophet of intercourse, the prophet of effing. Yeah. And you know, when the Muslims they say a weak hadith, they just get themselves busted, because if weak mean not accepted, why it's in the book? You know what I mean? All those are Sahih book. So why, if it is, what do you mean by weak? Do you mean it's not accepted? Or you mean it's accepted? Obviously it's accepted. Because if it's not accepted, why you put it in the book? If it's garbage. You know what I mean? Look what this sheikh he said to them.
Each time, so minus is like all the hadiths that he put in, I put in there, and some of them were weak. But there's an attack on weak hadiths in our time. A weak hadith is anywhere from a B minus to a D minus. All right, a Hasan hadith is a B to an A minus, and then a Sahih hadith. I'm just using a language you can understand. An A minus is like a Sahih hadith is from an A to an A plus to 100%. Mutawatir is 100%. Al-Bukhari is like 98%, 99%. Muslim and Bukhari, 99%. Sahih Muslim, 97%. So a weak hadith is not thrown out
Did you hear it, Abdul?
Just like a professor doesn't throw out a paper that gets a D minus. It didn't flunk.
Did not flunk.
Passed.
It passed. Abdul, did you hear it? Weak hadith, it did not flunk. It passed. So stop your stupid weak hadith argument. It does not flunk. Flunky boy.
Muslim and Bukhari 99%. Sahih Muslim 97%. So a weak hadith is not thrown out. Just like a professor doesn't throw out a paper that gets a D minus. It didn't flunk. It passed. And so when the ulama say it's a weak hadith, it passed. In other words, it's something that cannot be proven to not have been said by the Prophet. The probability that he said it is far greater than the probability that he didn't say it. So it's called a hadith da'if because the margin of error is greater than in a hasan or a sahih. So how did the ulama deal with that? The ulama dealt with it by saying that for fadail...
Okay. So do you see the stupidity? Weak hadith. And you know, weak hadith is a clear that Islam is weak and Muslims are ashamed of what their prophet said. Okay, what about we show you strong hadith? We will say it's weak hadith. When Muhammad says if the women have orgasm first, the baby will be a girl. If the men have orgasm first, the baby will be a boy. This is strong hadith. When the Prophet said the sun set in murky water, this is sahih hadith. In the worst scenario, it is hasan, which is mean good. The sun set in murky water, right? Did you hear that sahih and mutawatir is 100% not weak hadith? So what? So you are saying to me that you Muslims, you have no true religion because you are not sure what is true or not. And now if I ask you right now in front of everybody, are you accepting the 100% hadith? Do you accept it or not? Forget about the weak one. Do you accept it or not? Say yes. Can you say yes or you will not say yes? If I show you right now only 100% sahih hadith. Here we go. Stupid religion. If a person committed adultery, Allah, He is the one who forced him to commit adultery. Refute this. The black dog is the devil is sahih hadith. Allah will give you 80,000 little boys is sahih hadith. Just get out of here. I have no time for kids. You know, I have patience, but sometimes I don't have too much patience. And I don't care really if this is sahih or not. If you are a man, go take it out. If it's not true hadith, take it from your book. Is that fair, guys? So don't tell me that we have garbage in our book. It's called the hadith of the Prophet. And then you asking me why you are reading it. Stupid. If it's not true, why is there? You just heard him saying, we cannot refuse it. It's not refused. But we have more confirmed hadith. We call them 100%. But this cannot be refused too. But I will tell you why you are calling this one, you don't want to believe it. Because it's embarrassing. Like the hadith about the black and the white are equal. Where do you get this one from? Show me the authentic one. As long as you are a person who follows authentic. Can you show me the authentic? This is the last sermon? Or this is a fabrication? So when you want, fabrication is okay. When you want, no, it's not okay. When you want, da'if is rejected. And when you want, the one is totally rejected is okay. Well, Mr. Faith, we are here to teach the Christians how to answer this cult. So what your child, when he see a Muslim, he cannot fool him. Your wife, when she meet a Muslim woman, she cannot play with her mind. Because most of the Christians are vulnerable to lies. Why? Because sadly, our priests, they are not doing their job. Sadly, our priests in the churches, they do a service, a sermon. They are not really teachers. Few of them are teachers. So don't tell me, let us make it clear, Islam is about not love, we love. You have to go in detail so the Christian can have answer. And this is what I'm doing here. This is not an answer. To say Jesus teaches us love, Islam doesn't teach us love, that's it, the story is over. That's it. I won the debate. Learn. Educate yourself. Have a question. Look at Al-Ahzab about nikah. My friend, I just showed you where your prophet explained the word nikah. Here we go. He says, Dahman, Dahman. What the word nikah is translated? Look, what the word nikah mean? Don't be stupid. This is the word nikah. They said to him, are we going to do nikah in the heaven to our wives? They are your wives. Look, this is Google translation. Believer marry their spouse. The word here is nikah. So do you marry your wife? Obviously you don't. Stupid. And then he says, they ask him, are we going to do nikah in heaven? He says, I swear by Allah, you will do it like this. Dahman, Dahman. So nikah is not marriage. And he described, here we go, read it carefully. He said they will do nikah as Dahman, Dahman. In the book of in the dictionary says, Dahman means severe pushing. Dahm is nikah. You see, Google translate the word nikah as marriage. So pushing hard is marriage. So he said, and Dahman to a woman is to if the woman, not to marry her. Do you see it? It's a severe, intense intercourse. Read. And Dahman is intensity of intercourse. So if the word here is marry, and he's saying Dahman is what? Is marrying her? No, it is severe intercourse. Look like you Muslim, you know what I mean of the word more than your prophet. Your prophet is an idiot, obviously. I agree. So when your prophet, he described sexual intercourse in the heaven, and he said nikah, yankahu. Yeah. And he said this is intense intercourse. And you said to me this is marriage, but she's his wife already. You will marry your wife again? You Muslim marry your wife every day? Do you remember the story about the shaitan? The shaitan, he laid in eggs. Remember it? In Al-Qurtubi? And it says that Allah, he created for shaitan a penis in the right leg and a vagina in the left leg. So he do nikah by this to this. Well, you can say whatever you want. It's not sexual. I gave the proof. When your prophet says, Allah cursed the one who do nikah to his hand, you marry your hand? You do? How cute you are. Let us go. Here we go. When you Muslim, you write in your book chapters, it's called nikahul yad. Doing nikah to your hand. You said nikah does not mean intercourse, it means marry. Do you Muslims marry your hand? This is the Sheikh of Ibn Baz. This is the highest, biggest potato in Saudi Arabia, very famous, and he is dead now. He's saying here, is masturbation is haram? I am a young man and I do masturbation. Okay, so is it haram? And then the hadith says the following: 7 people will not, Allah will not talk to them. Okay, who they are? Let us see. It says, the one who do nikah to his hand. Okay, hold on, let us see. Let me give you a reference better than this one. All right, this is the book كتاب فتوى اللجنة الدائمة للبحوث العلمية, the book of fatwa. This is the highest Islamic authority in Saudi Arabia. Let us go down. I mean, if you read the book, by the way, you will die laughing at the stupidity and how dirty it is. هل ناكح اليد ملعون? Is the one who do nikah to his hand is cursed? This is the question. Hadith number, or such a question number 3201. Remember, I will give you the link. You go to Google Translation and you translate. Let us do it here actually. Here we go. Google Translation. Remember, what is the number? 3201, because when Google Translation flip, you might lose it. So let us do this. 3201. His handshaking is cursed. The word nikah is handshake, is it? Is hand marriage? Look at Google. Google translate the word nikah as marriage. Is hand marriage among the 7 who were mentioned in that? You Muslims marry hand? Let me give you the link. Hold on. I will make it short and you laugh at yourself. Wisdom lens. Yeah. What a filthy cult. Disgusting. Sometimes, honestly, I feel like I want to throw up. But I understand that I am here for a reason, you know. I hate really to speak about this cult. Very filthy. Here we go. This is the link. Open it. Choose Google Translation and see yourself how you marry your hand, you idiot. Liar. You marry your hand? Do you? The only one in the world who marry their hands are Muslims, obviously. Google translate the word nikah as marriage. Do you see it? Is hand marriage among the 7? Hand marriage. So if the word nikah means marriage, why we are talking about masturbation, saying nikah to hand? Right? If nikah means marriage, how somebody doing masturbation became marriage? Marrying his hand. Coward liars, they have no dignity. They think they can defend by lying, by spamming the chat, repeating this in ha 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 ha. Stupid, we are laughing at you. And you know, you accept what we are saying or not, who care? I am here to teach the truth, and the truth will set you free. People, they can check out what I'm saying. I never said something without giving proofs and reference. The link is not working, guys? No, it's working. Here we go. The admin posted. It is working. I can show you even reference. There's a question about doing nikah to the watermelon. I mean, this religion, by the way, I cannot believe how low it is. Have you ever believed there's somebody asking a question if doing nikah to a watermelon is okay? Watermelon? What's wrong with you? Even watermelon is not safe from the Muhammadan religion? Who is going to eat watermelon after the day from a Muslim store? They explain to you how to make a hole in the watermelon and do nikah to it. Even watermelon. There's a website made by the Shia to make fun of the Sunni. And they are quoting their books. And they ask the Muslims, when you Muslim Sunni, you do nikah to a watermelon, do you need witnesses? That's a good question. Hey, Muslim Sunni, the Shia, they are asking questions, serious question. Come on, let us face it. Do you really do nikah to the watermelon? As long nikah is marriage, right? I mean, come on, let us face it. Nikah means marriage. So when you do nikah to the watermelon, do you need witnesses? Guys, read carefully with me. Third example of Sunni morality. Sunni ulama, which means scholars, ruled the permissibility of having sex with watermelon. If a man make a hole in watermelon, or a piece of dough, or a leather skin, or even a statue, don't take a Muhammadan, he's a Sunni, to the museum, because the statues are in danger, and has sex with it, then is it the same as we have said before about type of masturbation, i.e. halal? The same circumstances given before, such as being on a journey. In fact, it is easier than masturbating with one hand. And here the Shia, they are making a comment about the Sunni belief, because they believe it's halal to have sex with watermelon, to do nikah to watermelon. All the Muslims should certainly be grateful to Ibn al-Qayyim. Ibn al-Qayyim is one, this guy, he make a poetry against Jesus' crucifixion and says that we believe in a cross, we worship a cross, which is a lie. He afford his advice on the easiest way to masturbate. And clearly Ibn al-Qayyim has done a lot of personal research in this issue. And this ruling of saved sect, there's the Muslim, the Sunni, they call themselves the saved sect, contracted temporary marriage, doing mut'a marriage with the he said contracting temporary marriage is haram, but contracting temporary marriage with watermelon is halal. And here the Shia continue laughing at the Sunni, saying, in this defense, perhaps Ibn al-Qayyim only meant that it is allowed to marry a watermelon with the intent of divorcing it. For doing mut'a with the watermelon would clearly be an act of fornication. And let me give you the link. This is a religion. Seriously, this is a religion. You know, you see, like a Christian, let us say Protestant and Catholic, they are debating about should we have icons, not to have icons. The Muslims are debating about having sex with watermelon. That's deep. Yeah, that's very deep. We have to admit that's very deep. I mean, watermelon. That's so good, man. I mean, you Muslims went so far. That's amazing. What is that? Watermelon? Second example of Sunni morality. Dildo. A Salafi woman, she can suckle a Salafi man with a beard. all the reference, by the way, they are not lying. The Shia are not lying here, by the way. I mean, they have their own problem too, but they are debating with the Muslim Sunni. Okay, this is your books. So you make fun of us. Let us see what you have. So both are exposing each other. Look at this one here. Fifth example of Sunni morality: bestiality can be performed during Hajj. It says here, if he had sexual intercourse with an animal, that will not make his Hajj void. They wear white clothes. Allahumma labbaik, Allahumma labbaik. They pray 5 times. They do ablution, and then he have sex with a donkey, and that will not void his Hajj. His Hajj by Allah is accepted. Having sex with a donkey or a cow or a goat is okay. And they give the reference, by the way. You see here the reference? See, they are not lying. Those are the reference. Everything they have there, actually they have reference for it. Anyway, I'm sorry that I went that far, because supposedly we are talking about answering the crucifixion. Forgive me, Lord. Yeah, we went away from the topic. But anyway, we answer everything they said. Guys, I'm done for today. I want to wish you really a great Easter. If you are a Christian person, remember one thing: you belong to his holy name. See how much dirty Islam is? Christ is the opposite. The word holy does not even describe his holiness, how pure he is. One of you, he says that Christianity is about love. Our friend, God in Christianity is love. He is love. But the God of love, the God who loves you, time will come, and he will come as a judge. Remember that. So now, he opened his arm for you. Yes, he loves you. He came to save you. When the Muslims, they say, they laugh at Jesus saying, oh, he died for their sin, because they are idiots. When we say Jesus died because of our sin, that because he loves us. It's our sin who killed Jesus, not Jesus come to be killed. And Jesus proved to us that his death is a proof again that he is what he claimed to be, that he is Son of God. For death cannot take him, and grave cannot hold him. There is no name beside his name. The word Messiah, even in Arabic, it's an amazing word. It doesn't matter what language you use. Not a single person in the Middle East dare to call his son the Messiah. Even the Muslims don't. For this name is unique. One person in the whole world. There's millions of Muhammad. Everyone is born, they call him Muhammad. But there's one Messiah. No other person. And how we know it's him? For he's almighty, he do what almighty do. He's holy. He's able. He forgives sin. He resurrects people from death. He healed the leper. He walked in water. And he is the living Lord. Everything about him is glorious. So be proud, not about yourself. I'm not proud about Christian Prince. Christian Prince is no one. The only thing I can be proud about, that I choose to call myself Christian. For this is part of his name. That's what will make you proud. Otherwise, we have nothing to be proud about. We are sinners. A man who says to you he is good, he's lying. There's no good man, save Jesus, who's God and man at the same time. Even the saint, we call them saint because they did their best to be holy like the Father. But only one person is good. So I say to you, Happy Easter. I pray for everybody. I pray for the Muslims to see and to hear and to open their eyes And I want to say thank you for those who support what I do by everything they do, by downloading the videos. I want to say thank you for those who support us in a financial way, even though we don't send them thanks, because I know they are not looking for that. And I hope that the coming Easter will be better. And you know, when we pray, usually we pray for ourselves, right? Because you know, we always think about ourselves. But what is beautiful about Christ, when he taught us to pray in a certain way, to forgive to others before we will be forgiven. We have to ask the Lord to forgive us, but after we forgive to others. Christ, he said, love your enemy. One sentence is enough to change the world. One sentence. There's a prayer in Aramaic language. I would like to share it with you before we leave. Give me a second to open it. And this prayer is Our Father art of heaven. And I hope you will enjoy it, listening to it. And me myself, I really have a special joy listening to this prayer. And this is in the original language as our Lord, our Savior, he spoke himself, with no addition, with no editing, no translation, as it is. Let us put it in front of you. Give me a second. And with this prayer, I say to you, Happy Easter. May the Lord bless you, plus your family. And again, thank you for your support. I really appreciate every one of you, even if many of you don't maybe appreciate me. But who care? As long the Lord, he will remember my name. The Lord, he said, from their fruits you shall know them. So that the Lord count us by our fruits, not by our names. Thank you.
شام